I'm Cecilia, I live in Zurich and I love train travel. I'm trying to visit all 1,720 public transport train stations in Switzerland, and back in March I went on a little trip to the valley that Gstaad is in, and I had a really nice time just wandering around various train stations around there.
Good morning. I don't know what's going on with my voice, but good morning. I'm off to the train station as usual, and I'm going in the general direction of Gstaad. Basically, it's a really pretty train route which I have taken a couple of times, and there are these tiny train stations on the way. I'm not supposed to be doing much walking today, or well, I've decided I shouldn't be doing much walking today because my feet were still aching yesterday. They're better today, but I definitely need a rest day where they feel not terrible. So I'm gonna do that and see if there's anything nice around there. Hopefully some nice countryside to look at. That's basically as far as the planning's gone. Anyway, off to the station now. So I'm on the first train of the day, and this one is just to Bern, and then there's another train that will take an hour and 20 minutes from Bern to Zweisimmen, and then I'm taking the train from Zweisimmen, and for right now I've looked at the connection to Gstaad, but actually I'm just gonna get off at various stations on the way. So we'll see how that goes. There's a Ralph Lauren shop in Gstaad, and I really like Ralph Lauren, so that's my one actual thing that I want to do there. There isn't one in London, of course there's one in London, there isn't one in Zurich. There's you can buy stuff from their brand, but there isn't a shop, and I really like the shops, so we'll see. But for now, it's nice weather, and I am going to finish off the video from Thursday last week. It's already Tuesday. This is going spectacularly well, and I have a couple of admin things to do on the way as well, but hopefully that won't take terribly long. I've got 11 minutes to change trains, and I'm going to quickly get some breakfast while I'm here. On the next train now, I've got my little thing from the bakery. I didn't actually mean to go to the bakery. I wanted to get a yogurt or something, but they mainly had muesli, which I really don't understand why anyone would put apple juice near porridge oats, and it's just not for me, I'm afraid. So yeah, I got a cinnamon roll instead. Not very healthy. And I'm on this one for a little while, which is fine because I really like these trains. They're so nice, so comfy. I've got lots of space here. I actually probably prefer the colour of the second class seats, but I like this setup where you're sort of you've got these two diagonally opposite each other, these two seats diagonally opposite each other, and they're really nice and they're really comfy. So love that. Right, well. Oh, there's a nice station there. Ostermundigen. Just noticed the next stop is Münsingen. I've been here. I've been hiking, in this area. So the hiking path that I'm doing in little bits went sort of past Bern towards the south, and that's where we are now. So I've hiked to and from this train station. Just arrived in Zweisimmen, and the train behind me is the one that I just got off, and the train that I need to get on will be right in front of me. So a very convenient way to change trains, but it's not arrived yet. It is a special train, so I'm looking forward to taking this one. So I'm on one of the panorama trains now, so basically the windows are massive, which is really nice. I'm only on it for a short while though, so I'm taking this train as far as Saanenmöser, which is only 2 stops away, and it should only take 14 minutes. And then I'm going to have a look around there, and then I'm going to go from Saanenmöser to Oeschseite, which is basically coming back halfway to Zweisimmen, and that is going to take 6 minutes. So it should be quite quick, and then I'll work out where to go next once I'm there. This is really cute. It looks really small, so the 20 something minutes that I've got here are probably ideal to have a little look around. And I mean, the houses look really, really nice. So gonna go for a little walk. Well, so far so good. Saw a few little gondolas go past, and just trying to work out. I think I'm supposed to go over to the other platform, but not until the train has arrived. Anyway, I've got a couple of minutes before the train gets here, and then I'm going like 1 stop back. This is really cute. It's very, very, very small, but very nice. There's a little cafe, but I think the cafe is also the local shop and is also the local information, so very varied. Exceptionally, the train is actually running a few minutes late, 3 minutes I think, and this is going to take 6 minutes, and then I'll be in Oeschseite, so part of the way back to Zweisimmen. Okay, so this is smaller than the previous place. Basically, there are a few houses dotted about, but certainly no shop or anything like that. But really, really nice views of the mountains, so I'm not complaining. and the train station is really cute again, so very nice. I'm just going to check where the request stop button is. I think it's yes. Nice. Where do I press it? Ah, there's a big stop button. I should have noticed. There we go. So that's the one I'm going to press later. I've got over 20 minutes in total. So just going to wander off in a direction again. Well, this was not in the forecast. It's alright though, it's not actually that bad. Back on the train, this is going to take nearly 20 minutes, 18 minutes, and I just saw that at the front of the train there are seats. I think I can at least look through to the front of the train, so I'm going to go over there. There's another person already doing the same thing, but I think there's space for two. I realised I was going to miss out Schönried, or Schönried, I think, with the E actually pronounced. So I got off here instead. So that took 13 minutes. There's a proper little station and there are quite a few houses and things, so good place to have a little bit of a walk again. And I mean, there is a small amount of snow. This is clearly somewhere where they do go skiing, but it really isn't very aesthetic when they've done manufactured snow and it's just the piece that's white and the rest isn't. Like, otherwise it's quite nice. It looks like, you know, the snow just peters out, which is fine. But obviously they want to say that snow is guaranteed, so that's what they do. I'm not a fan. It's also apparently massively energy inefficient. I'm gonna go for my little walk now. Oh, and I think the next train is basically in an hour. This line runs hourly, so I think I'm just going to do step by step going forward. Just have about an hour in each spot because I can't really find a more convenient way to do it. So it is what it is. If I get bored, I'll sit down and read, watch, whatever. I just saw a sign over there that said Saanen is an hour away, so I'm going to walk there because it's one of the train stations that's on this line, and if I walk at a reasonable pace then I should be able to catch the next train to Gruben, and it's only 3.5 kilometers away and Google says fairly flat. So I'm hoping that should be alright. I don't think that's too much, right? Like, that still counts as a rest day. It's a walk. Must have missed a turn or something like that, because that is no longer a path that's for anything other than cars back there. So I've turned back and I think I must be able to turn left somewhere. But now I'm in a bit of a rush, which isn't ideal. This was supposed to be relaxing. Okay, well, today is becoming a very improvised day. Oh, there we go, centered again. And so, due to the little unplanned detour, I'm now on a nice path. This is quite enjoyable. And I've done the route on my phone, but I think I would have to either basically run to catch the train that I was originally going to catch. That's not going to happen. So instead, I'm going to take the train in the other direction about 20 minutes later. Oh, there's some beautiful light in the mountains there. And so I just need to go at a reasonable pace. So that should be all right. And then I'm going from Saanen to Rougemont, which makes me suspect that's where the French-speaking bit starts, but we'll find out. Arrived at the station just in time for the train to Rouge something, wasn't it? Rougemont. Oh, my throat's quite dry. But apart from that, that was very nice. And the train's literally arriving now. This town is super cute, by the way. I really liked it. Definitely want to come back. Especially, I think it would be really cute with snow. Don't think I'm even going to bother taking the rucksack off because it's only 5 minutes. But this is a different style of train. Not as nice as the other one because the windows aren't quite as big, but they're still pretty massive.
Next stop, Rougemont.
I've been standing here for a few minutes trying to work out the schedule for the rest of the day, and I think I'm going to stay around here for just about half an hour, just under I think actually. And I mean, this looks like a really tiny but cute village, and it is indeed in the French-speaking area. So I looked it up, it said 70-something% of people here speak French. And the signs have definitely switched to French. So I am going to wander over to a building over there that looks quite nice and have a little walk around the streets here, and then back to the train to go to Gruben, which is on the other side of Gstaad in terms of the train route, but kind of not on the other side by foot if you walk there, I think. So anyway, it's quite close by. And then from Gruben I'm going to go to Gstaad, and then later on I will take the train home from Gstaad, and that is about it. I'm going to have an hour in Gruben, which is probably more than I would necessarily want unless there is something actually to do there, if it's a proper little town. I have no idea. As I said, very improvised day today, but the weather is lovely and the mountains are really, really pretty. So off on my little walk now. really lovely little walk. This is like, it's definitely the off season because like that gondola over there is definitely not running and everything's closed. But what a really, really cute little place. And the train should be arriving in a couple of minutes as well. Well, we're in a tunnel, not anymore, and I have taken this kind of train before, a couple of times actually, but I have the whole carriage to myself. It's really nice, I love it, it's so good. And like, I'm only on this for 16 minutes, but I love this. It's possibly my favourite train in Switzerland, and that's saying something. So, gonna very much enjoy the next few minutes. Nearly didn't get off that train because the last bit of the train doesn't have a platform, and normally they always announce it. I might have missed the announcement, but otherwise I loved my 16 minutes on this train. Like, it's just such a nice experience. So bye bye pretty train. Let's wander over to the train station proper then. And as you can probably tell, this is very much not a village. I did have a look on the map on the way, and it's not too far from Gstaad. Basically, this is a little bit above Gstaad, which I can see now in the valley. So I'm going to double check in a second, but I think my next move... More loud planes. I think my next move is going to be to walk to Gstaad. So, I need to get the rucksack on properly. That looks as though it's sometimes a restaurant. It's a beautiful space, lots of big windows. Gstaad is about 3.3 kilometers away apparently via the hiking paths. So I think I'm going to go for it. How bad can it be? So let's hope I don't regret this. Actually, do I go via the hiking paths? Probably best to, because you never know. Some of the roads are scary, some of them are really straightforward. Okay, well, gonna enjoy the view for a minute here, and then I'll head over there. Which weirdly is the direction I'm supposed to go in, even though I'm heading to the little town in front of me. village now, or town. I don't know how big Gstaad is, but very cute so far. Lots of wooden bits of houses, also some very ugly houses, but that's par for the course here, I suppose. So I can see the train station in front of me, like maybe 150 meters away or something, but I'm going to go for a little walk. I've got like half an hour before I need to catch my train. This bit is ridiculous but quite fun, so I'm just gonna have a wander around for a few minutes. I've seen photos of this and it's just so incongruous, like the shops and then the little buildings, but fun to have a look around. The Ralph Lauren shop was really nice and cozy. It was really quiet, but somehow they had 3 people working there. Ooh, and I can see one of the hotels very clearly now. I'm about to turn around and head towards the station, although I need to work out actually whether I'm supposed to turn around or if I can do a little loop. But I've really liked this little road. It looks ridiculous having these shops here. But not in a bad way, and mainly they are clearly like putting a lot of money into preserving these buildings. So I love the decor, I love the paintings on the walls and stuff, so that's really, really nice. Don't think I can do a loop, just heading back to the station now. Well, back, pretty much back. Just went past the bit that was where I walked from whatever it was. Oh dear, I've already forgotten. But the bit where I started my last walk just went past there. And the views are lovely. The sun is just about setting, and this setup, like the way that this train is decorated, etc., is a little bit different from before. I really like it. It's a little bit old school, but really nice, massive windows, so I'm very pleased. So now, I should double check what the connection is. This is going to be one more change than on the way here, actually. So I'm on the train from Gstaad to Zweisimmen as the same route as before. So this will take 22 minutes, and then from Zweisimmen I'm going to go to Spiez, and which I'm never sure I'm pronouncing it right, or Spiez or whatever. So that's going to take 45 minutes, and then from Spiez to Bern it's going to be 31 minutes, and Bern to Zurich nearly an hour as usual, so 57 minutes in that case. And I'll be back in Zurich by about 9:30. I think this is where I was earlier actually, Schönried, yes. So basically we're going back all the way along the little places that I walked around today. Oh, and I got a vanilla croissant at the bakery earlier, so I'm going to try that. Oh, I'm dropping things. another super easy switch in Zweisimmen, literally like from one side of the platform to the other side of the platform, and now I'm on the train to Spiez. Only 31 minutes now to Bern. It's nice and warm and cozy, which was nice after the platform, and then it's a quick change to the last train of the day a bit later. I'm at 66% of the video uploading from last week, and I'm starting to reset things so that I can do the next one, so just getting all of that at the moment. Train of the day, just under an hour to Zurich, and then that will be it. And I'm just going to continue with what I was doing before, which was editing. Also was doing a few other admin bits, but nothing exciting, so looking forward to home and dinner. Again, a very late dinner. I need to do something about this, like I'm just in a ridiculously bad habit of eating super late, but oh well. Not changing that today, clearly. Heading home. It looks like it's raining outside, so I'm probably going to need to go with my umbrella, and it's pretty cold, but I'll be home soon and I've got waterproof shoes on, so it's okay. Right, just got a food delivery today as well, so I need to put that away, and I bumped into my neighbours putting out a crazy amount of cardboard, which is a good reminder that tomorrow is cardboard collection day, so I need to sort that out as well. So yeah, a few bits and pieces to do, and then dinner, hopefully not too late. It's pretty late again, but there we are. So I've got some tea in my hawthorn mug, and I also looked up some cycling routes, so I think I'm going to do Oeschseite to Solothurn tomorrow, or some combination of bits from it anyway, which is from this book that I bought the other day. I really like it actually. It's like, yeah, got good suggestions, and they have a link with the GPX data for those different routes, so that makes a big difference. So yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep soon after I finish my tea, and after I finish emptying some more of the cards, that, like SD cards that I've been using, because I finally got a new external hard drive delivered today. So yeah, I'm just doing that, and then I will see you next time. Bye.